Dr. Mary Gillis joins us now. And now, Mary, I know you have details about a fascinating new study concerning Alzheimer's.
Right. I think the first thing I want to say, I think it's really important during this time of COVID to remember that other diseases are still very present. They're still here. They're still happening. And one of them is Alzheimer's disease. Affects 5.8 million people. 80% of them are 75 and older. And it's a really sort of devastating disease, especially, for people who have loved ones who see this rapid decline and really don't recognize the person that they once knew.
Yeah, absolutely.
Right.
But the cool thing is that there might be some good news on the horizon.
There is some good news on the horizon. So a study from California, San Diego scientists and Massachusetts General Hospital developed a treatment that can destroy these proteins in our brain that cause Alzheimer's. So these proteins, they're sort of like plaque in our heart. And it's sort of the equivalent. It's plaque in our brain, if you think of it that way. So there are these sticky clumps in the brain, and that's what kills the brain cells that we need. These proteins build up in the brain, so that's why we see these sort of mood changes, this forgetfulness. So this is really the reason behind Alzheimer's and what's happening. But this class of drugs, they are called gamma secretase modulators, or GSMs. And the interesting thing is, we have these proteins. These proteins in our brain, we all have it, but our brain can sort of get rid of these proteins, these harmful proteins, but people with Alzheimer's, they can't. So this drug, let's go back to this treatment. This drug, not only can it prevent Alzheimer's disease if someone might have a genetic predisposition, but it can also clear this plaque from the brain. Wow. And the study authors say this could be simply detected in the blood for someone who might have the gene. Scientists gave this pill to monkeys, rats, a lab study, and it worked.
Wow.
No side effects.
Wow, that's a big deal, because when I think about Alzheimer's, it really impacts so many of our families. So many of us know at least one person who's suffering from this.
Yes, most of us have. So this is
It
great.
is. And especially, I know you guys have probably been affected, or like you just said, Alexis, that we know somebody who's either experienced Alzheimer's or that dementia, that decline, and it really is. And then you sort of become a caretaker, and that's difficult for people. And just God bless those people who are so patient. But yeah, again, it's a very devastating disease. But again, this is good news here.
Yeah.
We have good news. Okay.
Aw, thank you.
Excited about it.
We have it worked in monkeys, worked in rats, worked in mice. So researchers are waiting on FDA approval to start clinical trials in humans.
That is wonderful news.
Wow.
We're making some headway. Thank you so much, Mary, for joining us.